Paano ba daw kami na broke? Sabi ng isang comment dito sa YouTube channel namin. And sasagutin ko tong question na to today kasi this is from a video that I made like a year ago. And then, ang title nun is Nagkamali Kami, We Were Broke. So, in today's video ay sasabihin ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga biggest mistakes namin dito sa Canada nung kami ay dumating dito, nung kami ay bago pa lang. So, nung dumating kami dito sa Canada, nung time na yun, mura pa talaga yung mga groceries, mura pa. Yung rent, mura pa. So, if we made these mistakes before, and then it made us broke, naghirap kami, how much more in today's age na mahal na ang mga bilihin, mahal na ang rent, and then magkakamali ka pa sa desisyon mo. So if you're new here in Canada, you better watch this video para ma-learn ninyo kung paano kami nagkamali, kung paano kami na-broke dito sa Canada. Para hindi nyo magawa ang mga pagkakamali namin. So ang pinakaunang mistake na nagawa namin dito sa Canada ay yung bumili ng bagong sasakyan, brand new car. Way back 2013 yung sasakyan na yun. Yung jeep na kinuha namin ay 38,000 not including other charges like taxes and probably interest rate. So instead of 38,000, nagiging 40 plus na siya. Like 48,000 pa. I think it was around that. Parang nag-add siya ng $10,000. So yun ang kinukonsider namin na pinakaunang mistake namin kasi hindi kami nag-research. Hindi kami nagtanong-tanong. Talagang one day we just decided na ay kukuha tayo ng bagong sasakyan kasi kailangan nating pumunta sa Regina. We are like an hour and a half away from Regina. Regina is where our obstetrician is nung nagbuntis ako. That was a reason why we took a loan for a brand new car. Instead of doing that, we should have researched more, nagtanong-tanong kami, and then winiweigh pa muna sana namin ang mga pros and cons bago kami nag-jump sa conclusion na kumuha ng bagong sasakyan. Number 2 mistake later on na nagawa namin ay ang mag-move sa different city. So, my husband landed here in this city kung nasaan kami ngayon. And then, dito din ako dumating nung time na PR ko and then sumunod ako sa husband ko. But after my son was born, I think he was less than a year old, we decided to move to Saskatoon. So, we were in Weyburn and we decided to move to Saskatoon. And Saskatoon is a much bigger city than here. Regina is bigger city than here, but Saskatoon is way more wider in my opinion. Honestly, hindi ko talaga alam kung bakit kami nag-decide na mag-move doon. Parang it's just out of nowhere kasi kaming dalawang mag-asawa. Sometimes we just make decisions overnight. Yes, it happened a lot of times already. And that's one of our weakness kasi kapag nag-decide kami, let's go. Ganun yung attitude namin. So ayun, nag-move kami to Saskatoon. Wala namang masama pag nag-move tayo, di ba? But the mistake that we made in moving is hindi muna kami nag-secure ng trabaho doon. So during that time, I was in maternity leave. So I had like a few months left or few weeks left sa maternity leave ko. So I was still earning employment insurance dun sa mga time na yun. I think I had like $800 bi-weekly. So around 1,600 in a month. And my husband was also working full-time here. And then that time talagang wala kaming utang, may savings kami, ganun talagang hindi namin feel yung naghirap financially, hindi namin feel yun tapos may cash kami. So overall at this point, after coming to Canada, hindi pa namin naramdaman kung paano maging broke. So we just decided, okay, let's go, let's move. So ayun, nag-move kami dun sa Saskatoon. So, let's compare our expenses. Kung ano ba talaga ang na-change sa expenses namin nung nag-move kami sa big city. So, here in the small city, yung rent namin noon is $700 a month. Yung power namin is around $80. So, overall in a month, ang binabayaran namin is $780 including power. But when we moved to Saskatoon, mahirap din makahanap ng apartment doon kasi hindi mo ma-view yung places. So during this time, yung online, application forms, ganyan-ganyan, signature, e-signature, hindi pa siya popular. And I don't think a lot of establishments were using these types of things before. During these times, it was year 2014. And so we ended up in a place na malapit siya sa university. So most of the tenants there are students, and then we rented a place. It was up and down, so we were downstairs, and then ang rent namin ay $1,300 per month, not including internet. So overall it's almost like 1,400, I would say. So yun, from 780 naging $1,300 siya. And then when it comes to other miscellaneous expenses naman, yung mga gala-gala ganyan, dito sa small city, wala ka talagang mapuntahan kaya hindi ka makakagastos. Wala kang mapuntahan. There's nowhere to go. Yung mall namin dito, inexistent. There's nothing in the mall. Tinatawag lang siya na mall, but there's nothing in there. Then park, that's all you can go. So, you can just go to McDonald's, ganyan, mga fast food lang. But there in Saskatoon, oh my gosh, there's a lot of like buffet, like better restaurants, and then may mga places for kids to stay and play, mga ganun. So, when it comes to entertainment, ganyan, leisure, so, lumaki talaga yung gastos namin doon. And on top of that, yung husband ko is nag-work as cook. So, cook na sweldo is around 16, 17, $18, ganun. Malaki, medyo malaki na yun nung time na yun. So, he had to have another job. So, dalawa yung job niya, full-time and part-time. And ako, after nung nag-maternity leave ako, nahirapan din ako makahanap ng trabaho kasi to think na Saskatoon is a bigger place and then ang daming job postings, as in napakarami talaga, but the downside is ang dami ding competition. So, especially there's a university there, ang dami mga students, nagpa-part-time, ganyan. So, marami kang competition. So, nahirapan ako. It took a couple of months bago ako nakahanap ng trabaho and it was just a low-paying job. That was our second mistake na nag-move kami nang hindi namin muna inisip mabuti kung ano yung consequences during sa move namin. Kasi pag nag-move ka, of course, there's gonna be expenses. Pag nag-move kayo, you better think twice and maybe do the math first before you finally decide na, okay, let's move. Especially if it's a bigger city and especially if your income will stay the same or maybe less. For us, it's not a good decision if you do that. Kung mag-move kayo na ang reason is not because of a new job na mas malaki yung sweldo. My mistake here in Canada is yung hindi ko inaral yung finance side dito sa Canada. So, during this time, hindi pa ako inspired na mag-save, hindi pa ako inspired na pumasok sa business. So, financially, I was having a lot of wrong decisions. Ang dami kong wrong decisions when it comes to finances kasi wala pa akong knowledge kung paano mag-save, mag-invest, kanyan, mag-start ng business dito sa Canada. Like, overall, parang immature pa ako when it comes to finances dito sa Canada. So, bumibili ng mga kung ano-ano na hindi kailangan. During this time, wala pang social media, mga influencer, ganyan-ganyan na pupunta ka sa TikTok, may mga products na sinushow, tapos na-influence ka, and then you go and buy right away. Wala pang ganun. So, imagine if during that time, it already existed. So, it will be worse. Buti na lang wala pa. But I still had these mistakes. Kasi parang nagulat ako sa freedom na may pera, tapos you can order online. Parang ganun. May online ordering na during this time, guys. And I'm so savvy sa online na, and I'm not scared to input my credit card. So, I just like bought a lot of stuff na I don't need. Kasi especially during this time, ang nabili ko talaga yung mga baby stuff. Kasi as a first time mom, parang nanibago ako ba. Tapos, pag may nakita ako na, I think my baby needs this one. I just bought it without thinking twice. So, ayun, yun yung number 3 mistake dito sa Canada. Kasi kahit na minsan, it's a small amount, but it really adds up. It can easily add up. And hindi mo na lang namalayan na malaki na. Lumubo na yung expenses mo sa mga bagay na hindi mo naman talaga kailangan. It was so expensive living there. And then kung nag-go-grocery kami, parang unlimited kami yung isang cart. Punong-puno. Lalo na ngayon, pag ganun yung asal namin. Oh my God, yung cart na yun na, yung $200 cart na yun na punong-puno dati, alam nyo ngayon, 400 na siguro yun. Or more than that. So during this time, I wished na someone approached us, na alam yung behavior namin, spending behavior namin, and sasabihan kami na, oh, you're spending too much, like stop it. Don't do that, ganun. And dahil doon, malaki talaga ang nagastos namin nung tumira kami sa bigger city. The third big mistake na naman na ginawa namin ay related sa second mistake na moving. Kasi nag-move na naman kami back dito sa small city kasi na-realize namin nung naghirap na kami na, oh my God, anong ginagawa natin dito? Ang malang rent. Tapos yun nga, nahirapan akong humanap ng trabaho. So, we moved back here and then it was another wrong decision kasi the economy was tough. So, nahirapan na naman ako kumuha ng trabaho. My husband was able to go back to like where he worked before. I really wanted to make money during that time but it was so hard kasi yun nga, I have a toddler. Alam nyo na kapag may anak ka na maliit, mahirapan ka talagang kumuha ng mga schedule na naayon sa schedule din ng asawa mo kasi kailangan yung magsalitan. So, I ended up getting a job as casual in a bank Pero ang nangyari din ay hindi ako masyadong nakakuha ng mga shifts. So it was like almost non-existent yung income. So we decided na we have to make a leap during this time. And alam nyo ba ang ginawa namin, which made our situation better, but still we moved again. But during this time, it was because I got a new job dun sa lilipatan namin. Kasi employed naman ako before talaga kaming nag-move doon. So, secured na yung income namin. And also, my husband got a job in the health region kung saan ako nagtatrabaho doon. So, during this time, it was a wise decision already. So, ayun na nga, from this time on, hindi pa rin kami nakabangon. We were still broke. But something happened in 2018, early of 2018, talagang it changed our life. And it was not a good thing, pero it made our life changed into a better one later on. Those are the biggest mistakes so far that I would say na nagawa namin from the time that we came here in Canada, that we landed 2011 to 2016. So it was like 5 years of journey na marami kaming nagawang mistake. Kaya nabaon kami sa utang. We were so broke during this time. It was one of the toughest times for us na mag-asawa dito sa Canada. So if you don't want to have those mistakes that will impact your life and your family's life negatively while living here in Canada, please reconsider before making big decisions such as moving and buying things or taking a loan. So I hope you learned something from our experience, and if you have questions, please drop it in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.